So we're recording right now, so we're good. Okay. So awesome. All right. Let me just take this out of my pocket, throw this down, turn my phone off. Okay. One last sip and let's do this. All right. Welcome back, everybody, to FC Monmouth Podcast. I am graciously welcomed by Leo. How are you, my friend? Good?
Jimmy, how you doing?
We're reversing roles here. I'm on the opposite
I know,
side.
I feel weird, so I'm usually the one doing it.
Doing it, and now you're on the flip side, right? So why don't we just jump right into this? I mean, Leo is an awesome friend of FC Monmouth. We have right here, this is the sleeve of the 2024 FC Monmouth away shirt, which is awesome. They are all on sale currently online at the Icarus team store that you can get. It's an awesome new logo that they've got. We're going to get some awesome shots of the restaurant and kind of really just tell the Chilango story. So, I mean, I will kind of leave it to you because I feel like you're the best storyteller yourself. Kind of give a little bit of a background about yourself right now, and then we'll kind of dive into it a little bit.
Well, first of all, when you say shots, I mean, what comes to my head right away is tequila shots. Because, you know, every time someone says shots, I already know what people want. Mm-hmm. But I know what you're talking about. Nothing. Chilango's has been here in Highlands for 23 years. It's been a long journey. You know, I have one of those stories. I came from Mexico in 1989. I started out as a dishwasher at Cypress Inn restaurant in Guanamasa. Didn't know English. Made my way out. Dishwasher, boss boy, prep guy, kitchen, banquet sous chef at the Shadowbrook. I started Chilangos in Long Branch 25 years ago. Mm-hmm. Little place, 6 tables, crazy. I had 2 jobs. And then one day I got a letter from a realtor, business opportunity in Highlands, New Jersey. Restaurant equipped with an apartment, parking lot, and liquor license. Selling price $325,000, which maybe I had not even the $5,000. But you know, life is about opportunity. I always talk about when opportunity comes, you have to be ready. You know, I'm a hyper guy. I'm always looking into things. Money is not my drive. I have passion for what I do. So when I talk about opportunity, I'm not talking about necessarily money, but I'm talking about anything, any kind of opportunity. You got to be ready. You got to be hungry. You got to be ready to take to make it happen yourself. Totally. Mm-hmm. So that's what I've been doing for the past 25 years, or 35 since I came from Mexico. Today, Chilangos is known around. We carry 275 different tequilas in the house, 12 different types of Mexican beer. I've done Food Network. I've done cooking competitions. I've done a lot of crazy things. I'm very, very happy to say it because it's been difficult, mm-hmm. but at the same time it feels good knowing that you did it.
Totally.
So this is how I feel about what I do. I have the passion for it, and I understand that you guys have the passion for what you do. I used to play soccer when I was in Mexico.
That's awesome.
I was 13, 14 maybe, and I liked it, but difficult to live off of it in Mexico. You have to be really, really good. Today, I just like to watch it on TV and to listen to you guys.
Yeah, so, I mean, just talking about recent events, they just had the Taste of Highlands a couple weeks back from the time of this shooting, and it seems like there's always some awesome new faces floating in and around. And the first thing people say is, you walk in the restaurant, you see all the awesome stories on the walls, everybody's first thought is, what's Chilangos? What does Chilangos mean? What does it stand for? What is your go-to when people ask you that question?
The name Chilangos, is nothing but a nickname. Back in the day, when people from Mexico went to live to or moved to Mexico City, they will be called Chilangos, people that moved in from other parts of Mexico. It got transformed. Today, if you are from Mexico City, you are a Chilango. It's nothing different than, how do you call them, Bennies? People come,
Bennies from New York.
From New York, whatever.
All these people being in the shore.
Right. Bennies, Chilangos.
Yeah.
It's nothing but a nickname. I am a Chilango. I'm from Mexico City. Mm-hmm. Every day I talk about the perception, and this is a great opportunity. I've been talking about Mexico City for a long time. You know, the perception here or around the world is negativity, blah, 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 blah. I have TVs here. I always play videos of Mexico City. People come in, oh my God, look at Spain, how beautiful. Oh, look at Italy, look at this. Look. No, that's not Italy, that's not Spain, that's Mexico City. What? Big city, twice the size of New York City, the second city with most museums in the world.
It's awesome.
Very cosmopolitan, the architecture is top of the line, very clean, very safe. So I always talk about Mexico City proudly and Mexico in general. I'm from Mexico. We're hardworking people. A lot of us, as you know, we come to work. We have the passion for food, for culture, for being nice, for being hardworking people, and I can say it proudly.
Yeah, I mean the passion that you just mentioned is something that we talk about a lot when we're in here, and I could obviously see it a lot in you. Really making a decision to leave Mexico, it's a huge risk. A lot of information that you need to know, a lot of decisions that you need to make. What really went into that? What was kind of going through your mind at that point of your life? Kind of take us through the story of really how do you end up in New Jersey, so to say?
I wrote a book, Chilangos in the House. You can find it on Amazon. I'm going to advertise it now.
Do the plug.
Chilangos in the House, you'll find it on Amazon. It's my life story. You know, when you talk about the American dream, right? Being an 18-year-old guy in Mexico, 1980s, very difficult, very corrupted, let's say like that, corrupted, lack of opportunity. Some people, we all live in bubbles, right? Whether you're rich, powerful, famous, whatever, or poor, or whatever. We all live in bubbles. And the bubble where I came from, it was it was the Patterson of Mexico City, right? Very difficult, but I always knew somehow or thought that something was missing. Something was missing because I don't know, something's missing. So I had the opportunity to. It's a long story. I'm not going to tell you the story because you got to get the book. But when you think about opportunity, when you talk about the United States, when you know that there's something else somewhere else waiting for you, you don't know what it is until you come and you start looking and you get a job, and then you start making money. Which I tell you the truth, I don't work for money. I need money. I understand that. But no, it's called passion. I remember that they took me to do construction for a couple of days. I didn't enjoy it.
Me neither. Don't tell my dad.
I know. Landscaping under the sun. It wasn't my thing. I would do it if I had to, of course. But I will never forget the day they took me to a restaurant and they said they're looking for dishwashers. I said, what's a dishwasher? So that's in English. Lavaplatos. Oh, sure, I can wash dishes. So I will never forget the day we went through the back door of Cypress Inn restaurant in Guanamasa. Hi, Nick Covell. And they opened up the back door and I saw craziness, madness, you know, dishwashers and the chef throwing things and screaming and sweating and the cooks going and waitresses running. When I saw that window open right in front of me, I was like, this is it, action. I am action.
What you're here for.
I was just telling Cesar in the back, I said, I love Mondays, we close the restaurant, but at the same time, what do? I got to do something. And I'm a hyper guy.
Yeah.
I love what I do, and that's why, you know, I'm here at Chilangos all the time, making sure that everybody's treated like family, making sure that everybody gets to understand and know about culture. Part of my job is to educate people when it comes to tequila, when it comes to who I am, where I come from, my culture, my country. You know, today it's a total different place. I support the government now. Beautiful, they're doing great things. Mexico is shining. The economy is doing better than ever every day. Lesser and lesser Mexicans come to the U.S. Now it's mostly, you know, South Americans or people from all over the place. But it feels good knowing where I come from. I love knowing where I came from, where I'm standing today. I don't know where I'm going. I could die tomorrow. Therefore, I always talk about enjoy life, do your thing, you know, smile, come on, don't be miserable. You only live once, you know, we have from 0 to 100 maybe. What do you want to do here? It's just this little time. What do you want to do? I want to be happy. I want to do what I love. I want to respect people. I want to help out. I want to give back to the community. I want to travel. I want to get to know people. That's my life. I love it. I wouldn't change it over anything.
it's just so funny, just again talking about the parallels of whether it's a restaurant or a soccer team, anything like that. You talk about A, the passion, B, wanting the craziness of just how you said on a Monday, that's how I feel on a Sunday when our game's over after a Saturday night. I'm like, oh, it all just happened, but I'd 100% do it again. You know what I mean? And I'm itching for the next moment. I'm sure you, as much as sometimes you might dread a weekend if there's a big rush coming in, when you're in the moment, you love it, and it's what you do. And you see all the people. When you see all the people in the amazing restaurant that you've got, it's when we see all the people in the stands. It's who you do it for, you know? And it's really what it's all about. And it's, I mean, you could basically say it's life. I mean, it's the passion. It's for the love of the game, we like to call it, whether the game is soccer, food, whatever. So it's great. You talked about really just kind of going through the struggles and the craziness at the start. Do you want to really kind of pinpoint, because for me personally, I feel a lot of similarly jumping into something as crazy as like running a soccer team, whether when you had Highlands for the first time, just how was it handling some of the challenges that first year 1, 2, 3, just to kind of get your ground, you know what I mean? And I don't know if there's a story that just represents that and getting through it, you know?
Big time. Before I answer to that one, I got excited because a lot of times I get asked, Leo, what's the most difficult part of your job, right? And a couple of times the first thing that comes to my head is like, at the end of the night, when you have to say good night to the last table, like you said, the game is over. But then we'll do it again, you know, the next day, and 6 days a week, or 7 or 10 days a week sometimes. The first 3 years, madness. Today you have social media, you do advertisement, you do this, you do a lot of things. Back in the day, it was just me. I jump into this. It's a crazy, beautiful story. And you have to advertise on magazines and newspapers, and they only go to certain place. And the first year, tough, and washing dishes, cooking, making drinks, sitting people down. How you doing? Sit down here. I'll be right back. What would you like to drink? You make the drink. You bring it back. You go back to the kitchen. You cook for. I was doing almost everything myself for a while. So I would never forget. It was like into the third year, 2 years and a little bit more, when I said, I cannot do this anymore. I don't have money. I'm tired of it. I did my Mexican buffet. People come.